Howdy there, true believers. Welcome back to New Alerts. I'm Superman Nico, and in this video, we're going to talk about the Crisis on Infinite Earths event for the DCCW universe. Who's ready for the TV Avengers? Your boy's actually caught up on Flash and Arrow, so it looks like I can actually make an informative video about this. This Crisis on Infinite Earths event is not only the big crossover this year, but it also seems to be the season arc that's bleeding into all of the DCCW shows. The first seed being planted for this event in the pilot episode of The Flash. This epic crossover kicks off December 8th, continues on the 9th and 10th, takes a break, and then finishes up with a two-parter on January 14th. The crossover event is now less than 1 month away, so now we're getting a lot more footage and a lot more stills from the episodes. We get Black Lightning interacting with the mains from the Flash and Arrowverse for probably the first time. He seems to be mad that his Earth is now gone. Looks like this crossover starts with all the other Earths being destroyed while Earth 1 remains intact, and that's where everyone joins up to fight against the Anti-Monitor. That interaction makes me think, will this crisis be a lot like the comic book Crisis? You get the entire DC multiverse and then put it onto one Earth. Like at the end of this event, will Supergirl and Black Lightning be on Earth 1? Or will there be only one Earth? I would like it if all the shows were on one Earth. I feel like it would be easier for them to cross over, and now that Arrow is ending, I think they're all looking for one more show to cross over with the other shows. My favorite aspect of all the stills and footage we've gotten so far is Brandon Routh as Kingdom Come Superman. He looks so great. Very excited for Tom Welling, Superman from Smallville. I know in our last video, we briefly talked about it. It was still a rumor at that point, but I also saw Michael Rosenbaum's Lex Luthor with Tom Welling on an airplane while they were still shooting these episodes. So it's possible that there will be more Smallville actors returning for the Crisis on Infinite Earths. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy Tyler Hoechlin's Superman, but I'm more excited to see Brandon Routh and Tom Welling's version of the character. I'm curious to see how the other Clark Kents react to Jonathan Kent, Tyler Hoechlin's Superman's baby. So after the third episode of this crossover, they will be taking a winter break, and I do think there will be some kind of loss during this episode 3. Think of the snapping at the end of Infinity War. I think we will get a point where these heroes feel down, they feel like they've been beaten. I know Oliver Queen probably won't survive this crossover. I'm not necessarily sure he dies, we just know that he disappears for like the next 20 years or whatever. Initially, I thought episode 3 would end in Oliver Queen's death, but now I'm not really getting that vibe, especially because the Arrow episode isn't until after the winter break. Starting to lean more towards the episode 3 ending with the disappearance of the Flash. I obviously don't think Barry will stay dead, but I think that he will disappear in the Crisis at the end of episode 3. I'm so looking forward to Oliver Queen's interactions with all the other characters. I know that his last scene with Diggle's probably gonna make me cry because Diggle is my favorite. We can put on the ring. Let's see Green Lantern John Diggle. I just need a little bit. I already know the Diggle scene will kill me, but I think that Barry Allen and Oliver Queen's last interaction will kill me as well. But before that, imagine Oliver Queen thinking that he had to sacrifice himself this whole time, having to watch Barry Allen disappear. Barry Allen is like his little brother. I know they definitely seem more like colleagues, but Oliver Queen took him under his wing. So to see someone that he impacted so much to become a superhero, I think that would just make Oliver feel so terrible. And Oliver always puts the blame on himself. That's just what all the DCCW heroes do. There's just like, oh, they just love to play the blame game. They're like, oh, this is all my fault. Yeah, you weren't even here though. You were like on a different Earth. Yes, but it's still all my fault. I'm so sad. So times that self-pity by 1,000 if something happened to Barry Allen. Oliver Queen's story ends with him sacrificing himself for everybody else. I think it might just be Oliver sacrifices himself so Barry can live. Everyone's gonna cry. I'm gonna cry like a little baby. I would also be devastated if maybe Diggle died at the end of episode 3, but I don't imagine that happening. He still has John Diggle Jr. and Connor Hawk to raise. I don't imagine him leaving anytime soon. We're getting Anti-Monitor as the villain. I'm just curious right now as if the Monitor turns into the Anti-Monitor, or the Anti-Monitor comes in and kills the Monitor, and now blah, 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 I'm the big bad guy. That's what you do with comics. You take the baddest guy in the room, have this new guy kill him super easily without breaking a sweat, and you're like, ooh, now this is the new baddest guy in the room. The final season of Arrow, I feel like there's just too many reasons not to trust the Monitor. That makes me think that he's actually a good guy. They're giving you so many reasons to be like, ooh, the Monitor, is he a bad guy? He's actually the bad one. But I think he's like, no, I've actually been just making sure you guys are ready. I just want to make sure you guys are on the same page. You guys aren't bickering over menial things like, I don't know, getting Earth 2 back. I know it's your whole Earth and whatever, but screw it. One thing I think this Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover will do that maybe Avengers Endgame didn't is just all of the heroes against one dude. Love the final battle in Avengers Endgame. I'd be lying to you if I don't watch it and sometimes tear up sometimes, all right? Get off my back. I have emotions. I'm a human. But one thing I wanted to see and didn't quite see is one villain against the entirety of a superhero team roster. Yeah, we got a little bit in Avengers Infinity War where Thanos is holding off everybody on Titan, but I would love it if every single hero from the DCCW universe was there fighting the Anti-Monitor, kind of how the Monitor was standing over the wasteland with all the Justice League members during the Elseworlds crossover. I would love to see that. Not them all dead, right? I also hope they're called the Justice League at some point, because how have we had so many crossovers and team-ups in this DCCW universe, but they've never been called the Justice League? Maybe we need a League of Justice of some kind, and then they just put like a statue of Oliver Queen because he's gonna die. Be like, here lies the proprietor of justice. It's a terrible superhero name if that was one. Every superhero versus the Anti-Monitor, I want them to wreck shop. The super people are just like, work the body. Ray Palmer gets super big and just hits him in the nuts. Well, Arrow puts an arrow up his nose. Flash is running around in circles around him because that's what he does. Throws a lightning bolt probably. But yes, every single character against the big bad, not just like random CGI monsters that are running around, not just robots, not just Nazis, not just aliens, all the heroes against the big bad. That's what I want to see. Before we get out of here, let's do Subscriber of the Week. Subscriber of the Week. Subscriber of the Week. Comment down below to get in our next video. As some of you guys may know, we passed 700 subscribers this week. 700 subscribers was our goal for 2019, and we got it with about a month and a half to spare, so it's very exciting. Thank you guys so much. So for Subscriber of the Week, I just wanted to shout out the last couple subscribers that we got notifications for. We love all of our subscribers, but we just wanted to give a shout out for our new friends here at New World Nerds. New subscribers, we got Franco Kasha Human, Zarkiosius, Zach Sam, Love Randy, Sandman, and last but not least, Alex Vasquez, who was our 700th subscriber. Thank you all so very much. Thank you guys so much for our new subscribers. Thank you guys for the subscribers that have been with us every step of the way. We couldn't do this without you. Before you go, leave a comment down below so you guys can be the Subscriber of the Week next week for the next Tuesday's upload. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what excites you the most about the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover for the DCCW. Who do you think will perish and who do you think will last till the end of time? Follow us on Twitter at New World Nerds. Thank you guys so much for sticking all the way to the end of the video. I very much appreciate it, and keep nerding out there. True believers, I have spoken. Had to do it. Everyone's obsessed with Baby Yoda, especially me. I just love him. He's the cutest thing. I would lay down my life for Baby Yoda any day.